Page 172, Music Box Etude. I'll also cover page 173 in this lesson. Let's see what we're doing here. There's nothing new here. We've got a lot of broken chords. Notes are going everywhere, but when you can understand what the chords are and you can look at the music and you learn to recognize the chords, like the first 3 notes here, it's a G chord. And all the notes in the right hand, that's a G chord. It's just a broken G chord, is all it is. And the second line, it's the C chord. It's a broken C chord. And then the third line, you got these. Well, again, remember the 5/7 chord's got 4 notes in it. You can use here or here. And here, the left hand's got it, and the right hand's got that one. So you're using all 4 notes in this 5/7 chord. And so we're using the primary chords. They're just broken chords. That's all this is. Let's look it over. It's 1 page long, treble bass clef. 1 sharp in the key signature, key of G major. Again, do the scale for G major. 4/4 time signature. We got 8th notes going crazy. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, and we're just using the primary chords. So we're here. It's just 1 and 2 and. The whole thing is just that, basically. Let's go down to measure 7. Here. Hand comes over to get the G. Here, that's all. Now on these things, I'm just shifting weight from note to note. I'm walking on the piano. I'm here to here, here. And just boom. And this, the wrist just does whatever it does, usually in a circle, but it just happens. I'm just transferring weight from note to note. Here, don't hold it still and try and use the fingers. I don't recommend it. Shift weight from finger to finger and just let it flow along. So once you get the notes and the rhythms worked out, no hesitations. You can think about the articulation, but here you're connecting them pretty much. If you can recognize any phrases, lift up between the phrases. Right there. Lift up. Lift up. So it's like each line, every 2 measures is a phrase. Just lift up. It's like taking a breath. Then the dynamics, P for soft. It's going to be both hands here. It's soft, whatever you think soft is. It should sound like one hand played the whole thing. Measure 3. The 3rd beat, you're soft, and then you can start coming up there. So 3rd beat is soft. Next beat is sort of soft, like a beat, and then moderately loud. So again, measure 3, start out soft. And you're staying there until the end of measure 6, where you come back down. So I'm starting out measure 6, moderately loud. And then the sort of soft, soft. Yeah. And then sort of soft at the end. And then come down and slow down. Yeah, make that last note as soft. I play it very soft because that's how I felt it. You get into it and feel this. And I'm playing it way too fast because it shortens the video up a little bit, but you get the idea, I hope, with the dynamics. Then the speed, well, flowing, yeah. That's plenty. Yeah, just let it flow along gently. Now they've added pedal, so let's talk that. Now if you're adding pedal, why? What's the pedal doing here? And this is very common in piano playing, what they're doing here. We're connecting all the notes in the chord together because they fit. We're letting them ring out. We want to hear this harmony. So by using the pedal, we're letting the notes ring out longer. I mean, you can hear the harmony without it. You can hear it's a G chord, but with the pedal, it lets the notes ring out more. We do this a lot in piano. That's one of the things. If you're wanting that effect, you use the pedal. They're using the pedal for each phrase, and they're lifting it up with the hand at the end of each line. So it's like taking a breath. Yeah, I agree with that. This is good. We could use their pedal like this. So I'll push the note down first and then the pedal. Lift the pedal and that note at the same time. It's that way throughout. Don't copy me, please. You get into it. You don't have to take it that speed. You can experiment with these dynamics and see how you feel about them. Maybe with the pedal. Maybe I lift it up on the last quarter note. Just lift it, clear out all the other sounds but the quarter note. What does that sound like? It just clears it out. It's just an effect. It's an effect. It's a different way of interpreting the music. If you don't like it, don't do it that way. Now measure 5 in the right hand. If you don't want your hand up here, go ahead and just reach down your second finger. Here, for that, and the next measure 2. Here. But otherwise, you can go ahead and stick your hand up here and use thumb. Let's play this together very slowly, just to check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the pedaling, because you hear the notes better without the pedal. I'll give us 4 counts. We're just checking notes and rhythms is all we're doing. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 and. And 4 and off. Now on page 173, they give some more music theory. Let's just briefly go over this. Make sure you understand it. At number 1, they want you to write the chord letter names and the Roman numerals. Hopefully you understand these by now. It starts out with bass clef here. You know that's a 1 chord or a G chord. And then the C chord is the 4 chord. And next, look out, that's not a 5/7 chord, that's a 1 sus 4. Remember the 1 sus 4 is the 1 chord where the middle note just goes up? A 1 sus 4 or a G sus 4, either one, and the G chord. Okay, the right hand is the treble clef here, and then the 1 sus 4 again, or G sus 4, and now it's 5/7 or D7. You can go through and get that. Let me know if you have questions. Number 2, they want you to play the chords written on the stabs. Can you play hands together? All the chords. These 4. You want to add the 1 sus 4 in there? That's fine too. I don't care. It's just whichever. They just want you to play them. Then there's an improvisation in G major. Your teacher will play the duet below, and you improvise something using the notes in the G major scale. Using these notes, you can play them in any rhythm or any order you want. Play them where you want, I don't care. And play them to this. Yeah, make it up on your own. Let me know if you have any questions.